All Stop Sports. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Back with another video. We're going to talk some NBA basketball on this one, but first and foremost, shout out to the LDBC. Now, this is my post-fight thoughts on the action tonight between the Sacramento Kings and the OKC Thunder. Now, the Thunder dropped another one, putting their record at 4-6. Now, when they made the trade for Carmelo Anthony, I was very excited. I thought that was going to be good things to come for this team, but I have been wrong early on in this season. And to be honest with you, I don't see that changing unless something drastic happens. But I'm going to touch on them later in this video. I wanted to give some shout outs to the Sacramento Kings. They finally got their second victory on the season. I feel like they would be more competitive every night if they inserted De'Aaron Fox into the starting lineup. Once again, he comes in and they're losing. They're down by like 10 or 12 when he checks in the game, and they come back and they ended up going in taking the lead into the halftime. But I just feel like their team gets easier buckets, they're more explosive, and they get early offense when De'Aaron Fox is out there. Whether it's off a made basket or if it's in transition, the secondary transition or a secondary break, De'Aaron Fox can put pressure on the defense because of his speed. He's playmaking at a lot better clip than I expected him to be this stage early on in his career. He sees the floor better than I thought. He comes off screens and he can see the guy in the corner if he can draw two. And he also can lob the ball up to the big man if he's athletic. That's why I want him to play with Willie Cauley-Stein. But enough about them. The problem with the OKC Thunder is going to be Carmelo Anthony. Now, if he doesn't pick up the flow and the pace that he plays at, he's going to have to sit down more. He's becoming a problem, which is handcuffing Russell Westbrook. Westbrook plays at a very fast pace. Very fast. He goes 1,000 miles per hour. We all know that. But when Carmelo's out there, Carmelo forces Russell to walk it up. He forces Russell and the rest of the team to play at an extraordinary slow pace. The reason why I say that is because Melo, all he does is jog or walk around the court. He's slow on defensive rotations. He's got to pick that up. He has to if they want to become anybody to compete in the Western Conference. They may be looking at 4-7 on the season Thursday night when they have to travel to Denver. We'll see what happens on that game as well. But like I said, OKC, they're in some serious trouble. They play a lot of isolation ball, no ball movement. It's not as effective as I thought it would be. What I think would benefit them more is to use Paul George as the playmaker. Put him in some screen and roll actions and try to see what he can do to create offense for some of the teammates. But Carmelo, look, if they're going to throw it into him and try to run him with the second unit, that's fine. But his pace has to pick up. He cannot jog and walk and be successful in this Western Conference. There's too good of teams that will expose him offensively and defensively for his lack of just... It seems like he's just not playing hard enough at times out there. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. He's developed bad habits by being on a bad team for so long. He's got to break those habits if OKC wants to have any opportunity to compete in the Western Conference. And I'm just being honest. A lot of people know I love Melo. I got a lot of love for him, but that's just the truth. If OKC wants to go anywhere in the playoffs this season, he's going to have to start playing harder. And he's going to have to start competing like he wants to win. And he's going to have to start picking up the pace so Russell Westbrook can go back to his style of playing 1,000 miles per hour and putting more pressure on the defense. Westbrook's not going to be a good player going against 5-on-5 defense. He has to play in a open flow game. He doesn't shoot well enough from the perimeter to put pressure on the defense in a 5-on-5 game. Paul George, he needs the ball in space as well. They got to play in transition. They cannot continue to play this half-court style. It's not going to benefit them. And the reason why they play that way is because of the pace Carmelo Anthony plays at. But those are my thoughts on the game tonight. We'll see what happens on Thursday after they play the Nuggets. This is All Stop Sports. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.